so beautiful, and I tell her every day.
What going on? What are you saying? And guys, let me tell you, um, I am so bored of this episode and this season now. Like, I'm ready for the reunion to happen. But as you can tell by the title, this is a review of episode 14 for Married at First Sight, season 12. And we're gonna go in with the most boring couple. The most boring couple is Vincent and Bree. Ooh, P.S. We haven't seen Paige or Chris this episode. You know what that means? Do you know what that means? That means they are potentially finally over. And I am here for it because I was getting sick and tired of watching this dude's face. Embarrassing. Paige on national television and she allowing it. So, we're gonna talk about Brie and Vincent. In the episode, the first episode that they appeared in, Brie was in like a dance studio, tap dancing. Now, when Brie has said that she used to dance all her life, like I thought it was gonna be okay. I don't know what I thought, but I just know I did not expect. I didn't expect tap dancing, and I was like, okay, interesting. And when I saw that Vincent wasn't there yet, I was just like, I hope she doesn't make Vincent come to tap dance because you know he can't do the, was it a merengue or salsa? He can't do the salsa. I know he can't lift up his foot and do the tap the tap dancing thing because he's gonna get upset. And you know it's funny, we see that again in the upcoming episode where he's pissed off. He don't want to go horseback riding. This dude is annoying. Because anyways, point is Vincent is stiff and he's a 3-year-old toddler. So anywho's, Vincent does not dance. So Vincent tells Brie to do something. If you were winning $100,000, show me what you were doing. Sis was like tappity tap tap. I was like, you are the weakest link. I was like, sis. But anyway, she opens up about this being her love when she was a kid in middle school, and that she didn't think it would make her money, so she chose the conventional route, which is uni degree, work, money, and she decided to do engineering because she was really good at math. And I was just like, do you know what, sis? I get it. And she says that basically what she wants for her kids' lives is so that they don't have to choose that conventional route. They can choose to follow their passions. And that's the lifestyle she wants to give to her kids. And I'm like, that's good aspirations. I really respect that. But then she also spoke about dance being her outlet and her thinking that because she was dark skinned, she was not as pretty and as desired and all that good stuff. And I was just like, oh my gosh, the black girl blues. No, I know I don't mean to roll my eye as in like it's not insignificant. But I just feel like all dark-skinned black women have the same problem. And I feel like to an extent, not that talking about it, this is going to sound so bad. Not that talking about it is a problem. It's just I feel like over the past few years, because we know it's a problem, like this is the storyline that a lot of dark-skinned girls have had. And I don't know if people are going to become immune to caring about it. Like, it's just like, oh my gosh, like we all have the same situation. Now, when I say we, I don't know if I had the same situation because I feel like I grew up in a country where people were black. And the girls, anyways, we won't even say that. I think I need to put on some lipstick. I mean lip gloss. Give me a second. I probably shouldn't have put this color on, but anyway. So, I don't like it. Anyways, it is what it is. It don't matter. So, yeah, she spoke about that. And I just feel like us black girls, we all have the same story. And it's sad. But I just want us to get to the point where we don't even want to talk about it. And just trust in our own sauce. That would be ideal. So, anywho's, then they talk about children and stuff, and she's just like, it's in the future. And his face, let me tell you something, right? I don't know if you guys were listening a few episodes back when I made my review, and I was just like, Vincent is like a typical like macho Spanish dude, Caribbean Spanish dude. And let me tell you, the looks that he gave her whenever he disagrees with something that she said. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't know if he's gonna snap, like what he's gonna do, because I'm just like, dude, girl, like, and she don't catch she be out there just running she mouth, and I'm just like, he'd be having that fire in the back of his eyes that'll make me not scared for her, but cautious for her, because okay. So anyways, then in another scene, Dr. P rolls up at their door, rapping at the door. First of all, she rapped at that door like she was the police. And you know what's funny, I have a postman. My postman raps at my door like that. It annoys me because he knocks at the door like it's through the door he wants to walk. Like, we will answer. So Dr. P raps at the door like that, and she discusses with them like, have you guys had your conversations about the thing that we were supposed to be having conversations about, i.e. can Vincent stay in bed? Bree, when you plan to pop out some babies for this young man? And they were like, yeah, we discussed it, but I don't think they really discussed it properly. I think like off camera they probably did discuss the high blood pressure part of it, and you know, Vincent was just like, you're not the only one. And I'm just like, yeah, she's not the only one that has it, but pregnancy affects everybody differently. And also he was just like, oh, we've done some research and stuff like that. But Dr. P did bring up the fact that Dr. Pepper did bring up the fact of like, would he be open to adoption? And he wasn't sure, but like Brianna did say, you know, like, I want to experience pregnancy myself, like I want to be able to have kids myself. So it's not that she doesn't want to have kids, she's just not ready, and she's fearful about her health, which is a fair enough thing. Anyways, so what's his name, Champagne Vini then takes Brianna to a bodega, a Dominican restaurant or supermarket, and a bodega, and you know, the food is there, and I've been like, that look like some mutton, that look like mutton. And I was just like, ooh, I am off red meat for the most part. So anyways, the food looked amazing, and he couldn't remember what platanos was, and I was just like, dude. But you know, like she said, she likes seeing him in his element. He looks so relaxed, and she wants to learn basically how to make those type of foods for him, because that's what wives do, like, and it's okay. So yeah, that's basically what it is. And he discloses stuff about his childhood, like not having a lot of money, not having his dad around, and I feel like that explains his desire to want to be a parent so quickly, as well as his relationship with money of not wanting to waste it or let it go, because like he's been at the point in his life where he's not had money. So I you know what, I didn't grow up with a lot of money either, so I understand where he's at with this whole, I understand where he's at with all of this. Like I get it. I feel like I spent too much time on them. So let's just move on to Eric and Virginia. So Eric, the scene opens up with Eric and Virginia at his parents' house, and you know, this scene was funny. He's showing Virginia all of the like medals and ribbons he got for flight school. Listen, I don't even know, because I wasn't really paying attention too tough. Virginia then says, oh, it's like Boy Scouts, and you should have seen Eric's face. I cackled because Virginia, now you know, flight school, army school, high school, whatever he was doing, it's not Boy Scouts. And then he's just like, well, it's a bit more important. And I'm just like, Eric, we all know, don't worry. She, I don't know what she's on. But anyway, she says that. And, you know, he keeps talking about her family is important to her. And she just starts to cry because she feels as if he hasn't reached out to her family. And she apparently is a good daughter-in-law. She be calling her mother-in-law often, checking on them, talking to her sister-in-law and stuff like that. And I'm just like, good on you, Virginia. Good on you. So Eric is just like, oh no, you know, it's just I've been busy. Eric, the time you spend to argue with Virginia and worry about whether or not she wastes time at the bar, call her father, call her mother, speak to her sister, like show interest in her life as well. I'm just like, this is no excuse. What are you so busy with? You work 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. At least that's how you made it seem. You have had some time to call her parents. Like, that's no excuse. Not having it, not even listening, not giving any attention to it because you've had time. So Then Eric calls Virginia's dad. And it wasn't even as if he was trying to build a relationship with Virginia's dad. He's talking about Virginia and whether or not Virginia is going to run. Let me tell you something. Virginia is going to run and Virginia is going to run. Talking to her dad is not going to prevent her from running. And her dad or her sister or her brother or whoever you speak to won't ever know exactly what Virginia is feeling. So if Virginia wants to run, listen, she will run. Like, build an honest relationship. Stop trying to find ways to ensure that she stays in this marriage with you. Acting as if you're some catch. Like, Eric, you're not a catch. Yes, your money seem like they got that shmoney. Your family seem like they have this shmoney. You know, you're a pilot with the army. That's cool. You have your own hangar. You have a plane. Listen, that is cool. You know me. Yeah. So, but nonetheless, like, those are just things. Like, people don't have to be with you for those things. Those things are not going to keep a woman with you. So you're going to have to suave and actually try to build an actual relationship with her family, because she's going to know whether or not you're in this trying to just ensure that she's stuck around you and stuff like that. Then he talks to Virginia's dad about how marriage is supposed to be, because, you know, I've been married before and I just know how it goes. And her dad was just like, yeah, there's no such thing as how a marriage is supposed to be. Like, your marriage is your marriage. Every marriage is unique. Like, this is just what it is. So, anywho's, Virginia and Eric end up at the basketball court. And apparently Virginia used to play b-ball. It's a b-ball, basketball. And she whooped Eric's ass. And I was just like, it was nice to see Virginia in her element, doing her little layups and I don't know what are basketball terms. Yes, she was doing all that and a bag of chips. And I was just like, Virginia is ready for the NWA. No, what is it? WNBA? Yeah, the WNBA. And I was just like, she looked really good. Like, she was having fun and stuff like that. That was good. Then he brings up that he wants her to trust him and he wants her to want him. He wants her to need him, and she said, I don't want to need you, I want to want you. And I was just like, yes, Virginia, I know that's right, because it's not even about the needing, because I feel like if he was a different person, she wouldn't mind needing him around her. But he is so controlling that she's just like, I don't want to need you, I just want to want you. And that's fair enough. Like, that's fair enough. She's independent. Like, he asked for an independent wife. He got an independent wife. Like, you got what you want. So I don't see what the complaints are about. Okay. Oh, so then Virginia meets up with Eric's sister-in-law, and she's mixing up some drink. I know I saw tequila. I'm very sure that was tequila. Let's up to tequila, because I do like me some tequila. But so yeah, she's mixing a drink and she's talking to Eric's sister-in-law, and the consensus was that, Virginia, you can't be sleeping at people's houses. Like, I am still confused as to what she doesn't understand when it comes to that. You are a married woman. No, Eric is what he is, but this is period. This is a part of marriage that is necessary. You cannot be sleeping at men's houses and your husband is at home. What are you doing? Like, it makes no sense. And as much as I don't want to agree with him, I have to, because she makes no sense that you cannot sleep at some man's house, whether he's your friend or not. He's a man. That's it. Like, there's nothing. He's not gay. He is a man. Like, and even if he was gay, like, why would you want to just electively sleep outside of your marital home? I don't get it. I don't know what she thinks marriage is. And if she wanted to sleep out and still have a free life, like, she shouldn't have gotten married. That's it. Like, no. I don't understand it. Like, I don't get what she's doing. I think it makes zero sense. You can't just be sleeping out. Your husband's at home in one bed and you're out there in some other dude's couch. Girl, get it together. She needs to get it together. I am not here for it. I don't even know what that is. But then, you know, Eric and Virginia meet with Dr. Pepper and they discuss the communication issue slightly. And there was something else, but they made it seem as if they spoke about it, and I was just like, they're still lying. I am so tired of this season. I am ready for reunion. I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of reviewing it. I just need everyone to just get to decision day. Let's do something with the decision day, and then let's have a reunion and trash it out on top of the stage because I am tired. We go to Clara and Ryan. Ryan meets with Clara's mom, and he asks Clara's mom like, "Oh, so what do I need to know about Clara and stuff like that?" And she was just like, patience and respect her and stuff like that. And then he spoke about raising kids in the church, and Clara's mom gave him terrible advice. No, Clara mom gave him what happened to her when she had a child, but she wasn't going to church before. Clara has already done the church thing, and Clara doesn't believe that she wants to raise kids in church. Like, I don't think she was supposed to tell him that, oh well, when I got pregnant, I wanted to raise when I gave birth to Clara, I wanted to raise her in church. That might not work for Clara. And then you're setting him up for under the belief that, oh yeah, if they have kids, she's gonna want to raise them in church. Also, does Ryan know in order to have kids you need to have sex? This is no immaculate conception. Those days are over. Those days are no more. So when he keeps talking about he wants to raise kids in church, I'm just like, which kids? Because Ryan annoys me. There was a point in time where I thought he was just insignificant to the whole process in terms of like, he was there but not there. No, Ryan annoys me because I don't understand what he's doing. And because I don't understand what he's doing, I don't know where to put him because it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. But the advice or commentary from Clara's mom was problematic because I hope he doesn't take that as Bible. The irony. I hope he doesn't take it as Bible and think that if he and Clara has sex and she gets pregnant, she's gonna raise her kids in church. He and God would be in church by themselves because she doesn't seem like the type of chick that's going there. But if he knew that he was so hell-bent on stuff like that, like, he needed to date the person that he's gonna get married to and get married to them, not have his wife be a surprise at the end of the aisle on the day he's gonna get married. Like, that would not work for him. So like, yeah, so whatever. And then Clara at her parents' house, and Clara's talking about her childhood. She showed him where she grew up and stuff like that. And Clara had a strict upbringing, and I don't know if this is why she ran away from the church, but like, Clara had a really strict upbringing. The whole not listening, having the Usher CD thing, the MySpace, the don't use your picture type thing. Like, it just seemed like it was really strict. And I say that because I had a strict upbringing. So I think I could see a lot of parallels of her upbringing to mine. And I'm just like, yeah, listen, I get it. She had a strict upbringing. I could see it. I sense it. And, even when she said her mom broke the CD. What? Okay, so yeah. And then her mom was just like, yeah, I don't remember doing that. I'm just like, this is what these parents be out here doing. But okay. So Dr. Pepper comes and has a conversation with Clara and Ryan. And she asks them, like, have you guys done the homework? Have you done the homework? And they were like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm just like, they still lying too. And, so Dr. Pepper's like, so about sex. And Clara finds every excuse to protect Ryan. And I don't know why. I don't know why she does it. I don't know why she doesn't let him speak for... Like, she needs to just talk about her feelings. Not what she thinks Ryan is doing. Because she kept saying, oh, with Ryan. No, you don't know with Ryan. Because Ryan is perplexing. Like, I don't understand what man is sitting there after 6 weeks talking about, I need to be sure I love my wife. Why did you do this? Like, if you know it was so difficult, why did you do this? He's saying he's never... Like what? Like, I don't get it. And he makes it seem as if love and sex go hand in hand, which we want it to, but it's so idealistic. It's not even that it's wrong for him to think that they go hand in hand. It's just so idealistic. Like, he has a very idealistic unnatural way of thinking about love and sex going together, that I'm just like, he must be a virgin. Like, if he's not a virgin, I don't know what's up with him. Like, I really don't, because having sex... Anyways, listen, I'm tired of analyzing Ryan. He confuses me. I don't know where his head is at. Like, I don't know how she's dealing with it, but she's not expressing to him how badly she wants to have sex, and she needs to say it. Like, she needs to say, listen, I need you to turn me around, fling me about. Like, she needs to say whatever makes her feel better so that she can get it off her chest, because I feel like she's dealing with it by herself, and she's feeling rejected. Because you see, when she wrote those notes to her younger self, the way she wrote it, I was on the brink of tears. I was just like, this girl feels so rejected from her husband. And she's talking about when she's 13, but she's talking about it as if like it's happening to her currently. And I feel sorry for her. Like, I really feel sorry for her, because she feels rejected by him, and he's walking around with a stiff neck talking about, you know, I need to love, and I don't want to say it and it gonna lose meaning. When would you ever tell somebody I love you and it loses meaning? Because when Dr. Pepper is saying that when she calls her kids and her husband, she says, I love you, he's like, yeah, we do the same. So his parents tell him he love them. Does he think it's lost its value since he was a baby? Like, he's an idiot. Like, he gets on my nerve. Like, I don't even want to say much about them. Was there anything else? No, I haven't seen Ryan's parents. I'm trying to figure out where the pastors are, so they could come and counsel their son. Where are the pastors? Because his parents are pastors, right? Yeah, where are they? Because this is the height of nonsense. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. Like, I'm over Ryan. So let's talk about Haley and Jacob. And boy, this episode, I think, was the nail in the coffin for their relationship. And then I saw the previews, and now I don't know, because Jacob wants this so badly. Poor Jake. Like, Jacob, what does Jacob do? Jacob works in IT. You know, I might just slide into Jacob's DMs. No, I would not. I've never slid into anyone's DMs. Also, I'm in a relationship, so that is out of the picture for me. But Jacob, I'm sorry for Jacob. Like, I feel so bad for him. So they're at softball. Apparently Haley played softball when she was a kid, so they're at like the batting cages and stuff, and Jacob sucked. Jacob sucked. I'm not gonna lie, I was laughing at Jacob, because I'm just like, can you not see? He's talking about, oh, how the balls are only going 60 miles an hour. They're moving too slow for him. So when they slow down. It was too funny. And Haley was so impressed with herself. Haley is annoying. Haley is getting on my nose. You know, before I was trying to give her grace. I was patterning her behavior. But now I'm beginning to realize, like, no, she's a little bitch. She really is. She annoys me, and we're gonna get to why she's won. Okay, so cool. She's talking about she won, and I'm just like, no one cares if you won. Like, just shut up. Like, you're supposed to be having fun and bonding. You're thinking, oh, hey, like, you're beating your husband. But then again, me, I would want to win. So, but like, my attitude towards winning would be better. I would just still let you know that I won. Okay, cool. So she talks about Jacob's shoes and the shorts that Jacob has on his church shoes. And I was just like, no, I cannot. So then she's talking about how when she played softball, but when she came to play softball, t-ball, when she was 4, they wanted her to put on a helmet, and she would not wear one. So she had to start t-ball or softball at the age of 7, because she didn't want to do it. But then she also had another scenario that when she was 4, her mom took her to swimming lessons, and she didn't want to swim, so she took out her towel and laid there in the sun or wherever she was. And Jacob told her that, oh, so basically you're a diva, and that seemed to offend her. And I was just like, you offended? Like, I don't think there's anything to be offended about, because you are. And that's okay. Like, I don't understand people that have problems accepting who they are. Because if somebody says to me, like, Serene, you're stubborn, am I gonna be like, no, I am. So I'm not, I will not die if you think you know something about me. So it's like, she's freaking out because she's a diva. Haley, you act like a diva. Like, I can see you being that person as a kid. and then you grow up to be an annoying diva. Anywho's, in the next scene, they then end up going golf, putt golf, and Jacob is talking about his childhood, and the way he mentioned his childhood and his mom and how she worked. Like, I literally said, "Aw," like I said it while I was watching it because it sounded so sweet. And this is how I know Jacob is a nice guy, and this girl has just, she's lost a really nice guy. Like, he would have done, listen, anyways, I mean, I ain't even gonna tell you all how I know, but Jacob would have done anything for her, and she just missed out on it because she looks really bad on the internet. Poor thing, I feel so bad for him. So then they're going, and he's writing up the scorecards, and he's saying, are we gonna have code names or nicknames or whatever? And she was like, no. So he named himself Eagle, and he named her Dragon. And I was just like, Shade, is that you? Is that you, Shade? Is that you? And I was creasing because she was just like, okay. So then he goes ahead and he does his thing and he gets his stuff in. So now it's her turn, and she tried once, and he was like, Dragon -1. And I could not contain myself. Like, listen, I laughed. I had to pause it. I laughed for a good 5 minutes because I'm just like, is he really out here just calling her Dragon? He's literally out here calling her Dragon. Then he shows her, after that, he shows her pictures of him doing t-ball, or what's not t-ball, putt golf, and one where he was at a work function, they were doing something for charity, and he's in some boom boom shots. I was just like, but I was thinking his legs look so smooth, so clean, they look hairless. I was like, those look like female legs, just thick female legs or whatever. So she's complaining. I was like, why would you do that? Like, what, how did you dress like that? You're not fired. And he was literally like, people in IT are not as stiff. He didn't say as you, but he might as well have said that, because I was just like, Jacob is out here coming for the juggler, coming for Haley's juggler. I was like, okay, cool. And then she's saying like, oh, how is it taking, no, how are you getting so many hole-in-ones and stuff like that? And he was just like, it's just the smoothness of the stroke or something like that. She wanted to know how he was winning, and he literally was just like, it just takes one bad hole. And I was just like, smoothness of the stroke, one bad hole. I was like, are we talking about Vegas? Because baby. Are we talking about Vegas? So they wrote letters to themselves as per Dr. Pepper's advice, and Jacob said to himself, don't be a bitch. Thank you for finishing football. Some embrace change, blah blah blah. Then she said something as well. They're just looking awkward together. And then Jacob was just like, what would you have said to yourself the night before the wedding? And she was like, oh, I don't know. So she said something, and she asked for his opinion, and then he was just like, oh, I shouldn't say it. But then this dude said, I would return the bracelets. And I don't give him no wrong. I would return that shit too. So she's just like, what do you mean? She's like, you don't even wear it. No, she then decides that the way to combat how he feels about his thing missing is to bring up hers. No one cares about your $20 hat. You don't hear what Jacob say? Nobody doing business. We doing business. The hat is a gas station, $20 hat from Target. His gift is $800. Sis, where? These are not the same thing. $20, $800. No, $20, $800. Which one is like that? $800. It matters more. No one cares about your damn hats. And I'm just like, why do people do that? When you bring up an issue, it's not time for you to bring up your issue. It's time for you to listen. If you had an issue with him not wearing the hat, you would have been said it. This dude is telling you and then apparently we get flashback. And there were quite a few times he's mentioned this bracelet. You mean to tell me, even if your mother had walked from, was it Alabama? Wherever she is. Yes, it is Alabama. Even if your mother had walked from Alabama, she'd have done reach to Atlanta to bring you that damn bracelet. Like, if if you had cared about his feelings and that bracelet, you'd have brought it back. And furthermore, she said, "Oh, I couldn't wear it with my wedding dress or whatever." Sis, so you mean to tell me you didn't even know it was a bracelet until he told you it was a bracelet? You thought it was a necklace, which means you didn't even open it. You're a selfish little trick. You're so selfish and self-centered. Like, he's done something nice for you. You gave him a hat, he gave you a bracelet. Even if you thought it was a necklace, open the gift. Open the gift. You obviously didn't care about it that much if you let your mom drive to another state with it. And you hear him bringing it up all the time and you don't even care about the way he feels. She's annoying. She's getting on my nerves. So Dr. Pepper then comes with the questions that they have. And she's talking about leisure clothes. And I'm just like, why is this chick so shallow? Like, Haley, I'm in the beginning, I was trying not to come for you because I'm just, let me get out the benefit of the doubt, because I feel sometimes Jacob just be saying things. Like, to be fair, bringing up the bracelet then is him saying something to start an argument. But no, she's actually taking the piss with this dude's feelings. Leisure clothes. Who cares if he literally said, like, listen, I'm comfortable. It's not like he was going to run to first base in his shoes. Side note, Jacob, those shoes are talking. Your shoes are talking, and you need to go and buy some new shoes because the bottom of those, the soles are gone. They were talking to us. I saw it. So, anywho's, Dr. Pepper basically tell Haley, like, listen, you don't have no empathy for how he feels, and you need to take responsibility for how you've hurt him. Because if someone keeps saying something about a specific issue, you know it hurt him, and you're not doing anything to change it. Y'all talking about some damn hats. Nobody cares about your hats. The hat don't even look new. If you see how the hat looked when it was on the table, it just fall into itself. Whose hat did you give to him, Haley? Because I know that's something you would do. And then you call your mother, and she'll tell you, oh, that's a tacky. Lady, shut up. Like, people need to learn to correct their kids when the kids are doing stupidness. Because, like, what your daughter has done is actually crap. So, shut up. Like, no one wants to know whether you think it's tacky or not. Because, hey, anyways, you know what? Haley's mother is just as bad as her. And that's the end of this review. I am tired of the season. We need to zoom on by, we only have 10 days till decision day. So, that is good. Haley, you're just as bad as Chris. You just have been finessing the rest of us to an extent. Like, you're just as bad as him. Cool. So, yes, I'll see you guys in my next review. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell me what you think in the comment section down below. And I will see you later. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're rocking with my content and rocking with this look, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. If you love to see me create any makeup look and speak about any topic, just leave your suggestions in the comment section down below and I'll be definitely picking those up. And remember, stay beautiful inside and out.